hearts beat fast, summer that we thought would last. Memories of the golden days, John Cusack in the rain. Modern love is not for me. I wanna fall in love like it's 1983. Long truck rides down Whiskey Lane in the bed of this Chevrolet, screaming this: modern love is not for me. I wanna fall in love. 1983. Long truck rides down Whiskey Lane in the bed of this Chevrolet, screaming his name.
All right, that was Jaclyn Bradley's new song, Love Like 1983. Why'd you pick 1983?
You know, I was writing it with a co-writer, and she came up with that. I think 3 rhymes with a lot of things.
Oh, it worked out that way?
I loved her sentiment that, you know, the 80s were a special time. You know, I mean, for me, I was really young, but my grandparents were alive, and it was a simpler time. Love and romance in the 80s was definitely different than it was today. There wasn't AI and
Online
dating apps and all these things. So we kind of wanted to capture the feeling of what love and life in 1983 was like. And I think we did that.
Yeah, okay. I'm just curious. It was just anyways, Jaclyn is a musician, songwriter, therapist?
Music therapist.
Music therapist?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And then she owns and is the founder of Rocktown Music Academy.
Yes, music school in downtown Lorain.
Yeah, on Broadway.
Yes.
So I because I'm the most curious about it, music therapy. What is this?
So music therapy is the use of music for non-musical goals. So personally, I would go into the hospital and work with patients with cancer, patients that were recovering from stroke, and we would use music for the non-musical goal of anxiety reduction, sometimes learning to walk again with rhythms, learning to speak again through singing. So it's kind of a beautiful field that uses music to help people in their recovery. You know, I worked at Mercy, you know, working with people everywhere from the psych ward to, you know, in the hospital with people who were there for, you know, illness. So we kind of tailor the experience to what is needed at the time. And I think it's been the best way to use music for helping others.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is this something that is sanctioned or no? Like, is there a lot?
I have a board certification. I have a degree in it.
No kidding.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Wow.
it's a degree. I got it from, I went to Baldwin Wallace. Well, first I got a music degree from Indiana University in singing.
For opera, right?
For opera, yeah.
I didn't even know that was a thing. I saw that. I go,
you
what?
know, I wanted to be a rock star. My dad wanted me to be a lawyer. We kind of compromised with classical music, and I'm glad he did that because I got a lot of great training that now I use for my students. So it was a wonderful degree. I learned so much. I was studying with the best at Indiana University. That's where all the opera singers retired and taught at. So these were like legends that you're working with. Great experience. But afterward, I went to LA. I was doing, you know, music. I was working for Danny Bonaducci on his TV show on VH1, and that was fun. But you know, you just feel empty a little bit after LA and just doing, you know, the Hollywood thing. And I'm like, how can I use my talents to give back? And so I started to volunteer at Rainbow Babies and Children's Hospital, and it's there that I realized that there's this whole field of music therapy. And so I went back to school and got the addition at Baldwin Wallace, and then got a master's in music therapy from Colorado.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Oh,
So it's like a real thing.
So it is definitely sanctioned. It's not something you're making up.
No, I didn't make this up. Yeah.
I'm just asking.
No,
it sounds made up.
It's a good question. No, it is not made up at all. And we actually do research. So I took a study that was, you know, we had an IRB, and it was at university hospitals, and we went into into surgery with women that were going through breast cancer surgery, and we studied 200 women, and we found that one song reduced their anxiety by 40%, and that was published in the Journal of Clinical Oncology, which is a really big cancer journal. So it's not made up. But I understand it's not so universally known.
Right. It was just something I had never had never heard about.
That's fair.
But so music. When did you get into this? Like, when did you know music was what you wanted to? When did you know you wanted to be a rock star? How's that?
Well,
when did that feeling come? Was
I
that like
knew
10,
I wanted to do
5?
music. I remember like my dad had a Beta, or a VHS machine, and we would sit there and wait for Michael Jackson's Thriller to come on.
Oh yeah, I did.
And
that.
we record it, and then the whole family would come over to like watch it. It was a big deal. And so when I saw the happiness and just the community that singers could bring, I figured like that'd be really a cool job. And then I did a lot with the Palace Youth Theater, and I was in Peter Pan, and I was in Charlotte's Web, and I'm not really sure there was a actual moment that I realized, I was just kind of a known thing. I was performing since I was 3,
Okay.
at church and things like that. So,
do you want to explain to the audience what a beta is?
okay, well, since we're talking about 1983, so
I mean, I know I'm old enough.
okay, so how far are we gonna go back? So now you can stream on Netflix.
Yes, absolutely.
But before that, we had DVDs, and before that, we had VHS cassettes. And before that, we had Beta. So it was a kind of a form of a tape.
It was actually in line with VHS. They were out at the same time, actually. It was just a different player. I think they came out at the same time. I'm 100. I think they did. When they first came out, they were both there.
Why was VHS better? Why did Beta go away? Was it the quality?
I don't know that that's the case.
Okay.
I think Beta might have been. It's just that probably poor management of the
Better marketing.
Yeah, probably. I don't think there was a real difference. I remember having to go to the video store, and we had both. We had to have both so you could watch either or.
I loved going to the video store.
Oh, it was amazing.
Because you could, just to see all of the covers and get recommendations from people, and I don't know, the tangible, music.
What video store did you go to? What was your video store?
You know what? I went to one over by like where on Cooper Foster.
On Cooper Foster, yeah.
What was that called? It was over by like Ronzeal Guitar Center back in the day.
Yeah, what was that one? I don't remember.
It was like
which one
I don't
that
even know.
was.
It was like where Arby's was. And,
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking
They
about?
had video games there too later on.
Yeah,
What
so
the
that's
heck
where
was
we
it?
went. There
I
was a
don't remember which
Baskin
one that was.
Robbins right there, and then
That was your spot, huh?
that was where my dad would take me, and my dad was a big movie buff, so we'd always get movies to rent.
Yeah, I remember. Like when my daughter was born, she gets married Saturday.
Congratulations!
So, yeah, she's getting married Saturday. But when she was born, I remember like having her car seat when they first started doing the detachable car seat
Yeah.
thing. And I have the car seat, and I'm like, got it hooked around and I'm walking around the video store, and like, I might spend an hour in there just to make sure I get the right movie tonight.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
That's just how it was, and you couldn't pick a million channels or.
And there were fines when you were late.
Yeah. I'm trying to. I don't think I was late a whole lot.
okay.
I don't. Not that I.
That's
Not
good.
that I was across the street. That's all I went to, anyways. I didn't go too
Oh,
far.
that's good.
Typically, anyway.
It was a cool experience.
But yeah, it was definitely different than it is today. But it's like there was this time. I feel like when I look at like what the 60s and 70s were, they had a cool thing too, for sure.
Yeah.
But then the 80s, we had like the technology was coming, but it wasn't enough to ruin you yet.
You're right.
You know what I
you're right.
mean? And it was just a good time to grow up. I mean, I definitely loved growing up in the 80s.
I did too. I mean, I was more of a 90s kid, but I experienced the 80s, and I loved the music. And you're right. Like, I was just talking about this. We have everything at our fingertips now, but it's less special. Like, we have to wait all day to hear our favorite song on the radio, or wait, to go get the CD or the tape. But now it's all just very, accessible, but there's a mystery and there's a magic that's gone. And the same was with movies. Like, we can get anything we want at any time, but there was something special about waiting for your favorite movie to be available.
Or TV show
Or
on
TV
a certain
show.
night of the week or whatever it was. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there definitely was. And it's built an impatient society for sure.
You're so right.
Yeah, everybody wants immediate gratification now.
Yeah, and I think that's what the song is about, is just that feeling of, you know, the truth and reality, and that even though we live in a different time, we can still bring elements of that into love and life today, and we just have to remember it.
Yeah, or we could just go be Amish. It's not a bad idea.
I like electricity.
You do?
I do.
Well, you got to be almost Amish. You got to be, what do they call it? Beachy Amish is what you got to be.
Is that a thing?
I think that's what they call. Some of them call Mennonites, but Beachy Amish is definitely a thing. I watched a whole YouTube video on it, and they like had electricity, but they were very religious and very strict about everything.
There's a lot of like great things about the Amish, though. They don't have a lot of disease, and like there's actually, I don't know, they probably could write a song about how being Amish was great.
You know, a lot of people think it's because of vaccines. It could be. I don't know. I'm not a scientist. I don't care one way or the other. I mean, I do care, but I don't know which one way or the other. But a lot of it has to do with they're just physically working, hard work all the time.
And they're eating healthy.
And they're eating healthier. They're eating out of their own garden. I mean, there's a lot to be said for that stuff.
I think we could learn a lot. From their way of life.
Oh, yeah, 100%. Yeah. I mean, but and personally, I don't want vaccines either, but that's just, you know, but that, I don't know if I'm right or wrong on that. I just personally don't want it. That's how I've never had a flu shot in my life.
You've been vaccinated, though.
For what?
I mean, like, didn't you get the shots when you were a kid?
3. At my age, we had 3 we had to do. That's it.
Polio.
We had polio. I can't remember what they were, but yeah, I had 3 I had to do to go to school. That's a very controversial
topic right now. So,
but I mean, you're talking, that's like going to school. That's like 78. I went to school originally when they made me have my shots. Yeah. There was 3 shots. That's it. Yeah. Now it's like, I forget what they said, 30 something or 40 something. I forget how many they said. It's an absurd amount. But
I think though a lot's coming back now though. So
the weird thing is, like, when I got a polio vaccine, I never got polio. It's a wonderful thing.
It is a wonderful thing.
My daughter got like chickenpox vaccine, but she got chickenpox. Like, I don't know that these actual vaccines are working.
Well, they definitely did work to eradicate polio and, you know, the measles and mumps. It's coming back. So, I mean,
but see, some people argue, me neither, but some people argue that the measles and mumps and polio also started, those vaccines started at a time when we started being more sanitary. We weren't in outhouses. We were starting to get indoor showers. We were starting to, and they could be right. I mean, it is that, I mean,
there's a lot we don't understand. My daughter's vaccinated. I'm pro-vaccine, but I understand people's weariness of medicine, and everyone's got to make
it's
choices,
scary.
but it is very scary.
It's scary. You don't know what to do. You don't know. Like Dylan, my youngest son, he's 12. He'll be 13 next month. But when he was born, my wife has a friend who their kid was autistic, and she blames vaccines. 100% she blames them. She's a New York Jewish girl. Like, that's like, they just think that it's all bullshit, the whole group that she's around. And she damn near harassed my wife, like, about getting vaccines. Like, you can't do it. You better not do it. And then the doctor, when she go to the doctors, he's like basically bullying her too, like being basically a dick if she was like even hinting that she didn't want a vaccine. So it's like no in between and no like actual knowledge, you know?
I am not qualified to speak on vaccines. I mean,
Dylan got them.
I am so grateful for medical advances. Like, you know, my gosh, penicillin changed all of our lives. I think that there are really some good to vaccines. I think that research is really important. And I think that, you know, making sure the research that is done is qualified, doesn't have any bias. And, you know, if my child was suffering from something, I'd have a lot of questions and a lot of concerns.
Sure, right. Yeah.
So she has valid, concerns and arguments that I'm not going to.
We ended up getting them because we weren't going to argue with the doctor mostly, but it was stressful. I'm telling you, you didn't know, both ways. You felt like you were going to be a bad parent, both ways.
Yeah.
Yeah, both ways. And now her brother has a daughter that is autistic, and they believe that it's from the vaccines. That's what they believe.
But, the thing is we're also different too. So what may affect one person may be different than affecting another person.
Yeah, 100%.
So, who am I to say?
And but the problem is too is that I don't even know how we got on this, minutes because we're
Well,
supposed to be on
anyway, I
mute.
think everyone needs to find a doctor they really trust and go from there.
But the problem is that the doctors are taught in the same system, so it doesn't. They're all going to basically give you that. But the problem is that when the government in '86, I think it was, decided that none of the pharmaceutical companies could get sued, all of a sudden that's when we got vaccines and antidepressants out the wazoo, and it's like, it's a little sus. You know what I mean?
I will say this. So I lived in Europe for about 5 years. I was in Dublin, Ireland, and I was in Holland. And the medical world there is very different. They really take care of people. People are not over medicated. Antibiotics are definitely given more than we need, and then we develop that resistance to it. So I definitely believe in finding a doctor you trust. But yes, I think that there's ways that Europe perhaps has a better handle on that. And they also take care of people who are suffering from mental illness a lot better than we do. There's a lot of help for people. There's a lot of ways that they can take time to take care of themselves. And so, yeah, I think there's always room for improvement in society.
It's way cheaper. Their medical is there than it is
they
here.
pay more in taxes.
Yeah,
so
well,
then
yeah.
they don't have to pay for their medical. But yeah, a lot of is taken care of. They are taken really good care of.
No, but it's just cheaper in general. I mean, like
what do you mean,
just,
the medications?
yeah, everything's
Well, it's
just
cheaper because they give 50% of their paycheck. So they don't it's just more taxes, so that goes into it. So they have to.
So
pay
I'm
less.
wrong when I think that they charge Americans more than they charge Europeans?
I don't think I'm qualified to speak on that either, but I know from my experience, yes, medical care was less money there, but taxes are higher.
Okay.
So yeah.
Yeah, but I think that they actually get them cheaper, honestly. I think that's what happens too, which is part of the whole thing.
So how can we heal the world, Jim?
How can we heal the world?
Music is what I can do.
Music is a wonderful start. That's
you know
for
what?
sure.
At these crazy times, and whatever side you're on politically or on vaccines or whatever it is, we're all people. We all want the same things. We all want to be loved and cared for. We want our kids to be okay. And when you go to a concert, I was just at the Zach Bryan concert. It was the most attended concert in U.S. history.
I saw that.
And you have 112,000 people singing in unison. You realize we're just a lot more alike than different.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
We all are. Mm-hmm. But the problem is everybody's so like, this is how it is. And it's just not. And everybody's got to stop with that. That's where it's got to stop. Because there's nobody that can be that confident. Oh, well, I know I'm not. I know I look at it and go, I don't know, it could be either way. Who knows? What do I know?
The more I know, the more I realize I don't know.
absolutely. There you go.
Yes,
absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we're all people. And you know what? Lorain's a great place. Like I said, I'm a Lorain girl. I grew up here. I was born and raised here. My grandparents were Italian, and one was German and English. I loved growing up in a place where we shared recipes and we could understand our differences, but learn from them.
Well, that's Lorain. It's such a melting
place.
pot. That's the way it's been. Yeah, it's always been that way. Yeah, that's why I don't know. Like they talk about all the racism in the world, and it's like I don't see it. But then I'm in Lorain, so we wouldn't.
Toni Morrison, the great author, went to New York City, and then she was like, "Oh, I didn't even realize what true racism like. It was things that were done in Lorain were so fluffy." That's what she said.
Yeah.
But then I went to New York, and I really felt the heat of it.
Yeah,
so,
I heard that you went to New York right before 9/11.
September 1st.
No kidding.
Talk about luck.
And you were there when it all went down?
I was there, and my roommate was employed at the Trade Center. So she's my new roommate. Her name was Leanne Gaudiosi. And the day before, so September 10th, I say to her, I start my new job this evening, or tomorrow evening. Why don't you take off work and show me around Manhattan? And she's like, I shouldn't take a day off. And I'm like pressuring her to play hooky from work. And so at 6 a.m., she wakes up, she calls her boss and calls in sick. At 8 a.m., her dad calls us and says, turn on the news right now. And it was like 8:20, and the plane had just hit, the first plane. So we went onto our roof and we watched the second plane hit. We watched them fall. We made lasagna for people that were hungry. We let people in our homes. We gave blood. It was a war zone. It was something I will never forget. And Leanne is alive today because she did not go to work. And it's just amazing the places you end up at the right time.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah.
That is absolutely wow.
Yeah.
I didn't know it was all like that. I knew that it was right prior. I had heard that you were there during that time frame.
I was there, yeah.
Yeah, that's wow.
But again, in the days after, you saw a city really banding together.
A city?
The world.
Yes.
Right?
The country. I don't know about the world, but the United States has never been more unified.
Right.
That was the most beautiful thing I've ever seen.
Firsthand, we were all together. And I rode the train out as soon as I could leave. Her parents lived in Long Island, so we got on the train as soon as it opened up. And in that train, it was a brother and sisterhood like you've never experienced before.
Yeah, I believe that.
And we were all one. And I think we need to remember that.
Yeah, it felt that way for a solid 6 months.
Yeah.
And then you started hearing people arguing about war and going to war and all that started to kick off again, which who knows that whether that's, again, that's one of those things that at the time I was pro, like, let's do it. Now, like, you're starting to hear stuff. It's like, yeah, maybe we shouldn't have done that. Went and attacked them, but it is what it is.
Yeah. No, it was the camaraderie is a beautiful thing.
Oh, it was amazing. Mm-hmm. What were you doing in New York? What was the point of going to New York? Just music, trying to make it?
Music. I had graduated with my degree and I was going to go and I joined my rock band that I always wanted to join. I started writing music.
Oh, yeah?
So, yeah.
No kidding.
Yep.
Did you get any good performances out of that? And
well, after 9/11, I moved to Westchester for quite a bit, and I started writing music, and then I started working at a music school, and that's kind of where I learned about a music school. Then I moved to LA, and then I was performing all the time. I was performing with a guy named Ty Stone. You can look up his music; he's amazing. He got signed by Kid Rock, his label, and was doing TV and film and music, and my music was on. And
that was your boyfriend back then or something? What'd you say?
Kid Rock? No.
No. This Ty.
Ty Stone? No. He was just a friend.
He was just a friend.
Okay,
I got you.
And so yeah, wonderful singer from Detroit, and I toured and played the Viper Room and the Whiskey A Go Go, and the Knitting Factory, and you name it. And
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, so it was a great experience, and then was on VH1 for 2 years doing Breaking Bonaducci, and that was a whole. Did you?
You were on air?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
regularly,
no kidding.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Did you watch the show on VH1?
No, I didn't care about it.
It was kind of like the
stuff.
Osbournes reality show, but on him and his family's life. So.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I never watched. I didn't like reality TV. I never been into any of that stuff.
I know the scripted stuff is really a lot better. I agree.
I like movies and I like sports and news. That's about it. That's about all I watch.
Yes.
Sports, news, and movies, probably in that order.
It was a crazy time, and that's when I came home and was like, I need to give to the greater good. I've been like giving my heart to Los Angeles and Hollywood and reality TV. No, let's go back to what's really important, which is caring for other people.
So when did you end up in Ireland and Holland?
So that would have been.
Did I say Holland? Is that right? Is that Holland?
Holland, yeah. So it's called the Netherlands, and people call it Holland too.
Okay.
Amsterdam is the capital. We were in Groningen,
Did you
Netherlands.
smoke some weed while you were there?
No, I did not. I do not do that.
Why go to Amsterdam at all?
Why go to Amsterdam to live, to work? I was on The Voice of Holland when I was there. I'm a singer. How could I smoke?
You can't smoke? What do you mean? Snoop Dogg's been smoking forever.
I'm an opera singer. No.
But do you sing opera?
Do I sing? Yes.
You do actually perform opera now?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
I just performed opera at the Firefish Festival about, was it 2 weeks ago?
Oh, no. Okay. I didn't know you actually sang that. I thought that was something that you trained on and then you went your own way after that, I thought. That's what I was under the impression.
And it's great because at Rocktown in Lorain, we teach rock music, we teach classical music, we teach it all. So having the diversity in singing has helped to pay it forward to the next generation too.
Okay. Yeah. All right. That's very cool. Where were we at when I got interrupted?
Why did I go to Europe?
Yeah. What ended up chasing you out to Europe? Yeah. Why'd you do that?
So I was married. I'm not married now, but my daughter's father, we were married, and he got a job in the Netherlands, and so we all went there.
What did he do?
He was an engineer.
Okay.
He is an engineer.
Okay.
So he worked for Amazon, and we were in Holland and Ireland was great. Oh my gosh, like what a great spirited country full of music. I have zero regrets in my life. I had just a beautiful time living abroad, but I did miss home. I did miss America. I don't think that I really appreciated the United States as much as I did when I was far from it. And then I came home right before COVID with my daughter, and I've been really proud to be back home ever since, and trying to give back to our community through music now. And the music school, when I came home, Driscoll's had closed, Driscoll's music on Broadway. So there was this real need for music education after school for kids. And we started with 3 teachers. Now we have 11. And we have so many kids. We have a band that gets together every Sunday, which is all students. They play in the community at festivals, at the International, at the Firefish Festival, at Lorain Better Block, Main Street. A lot of our kids are recording. So it's been like truly a joy of my life. So
there's 11 teachers there now?
11 teachers.
Holy moly.
We teach voice, piano, drum, viola, violin, cello, clarinet, bassoon.
So who is your student that would come in there? Who is your average student that walks into there?
We have a very wide variety of students of all ages. We have bucket list retired people that have always wanted to learn guitar or piano. We have students from ages, some of them are 5 years old starting piano, to we have all ages.
So so if a kid's like taking cello in school, does he go there just to improve, or
they can?
Okay.
Some of them, this is their only experience with music. A lot of them don't take music in school, and because they want to do more popular music or rock music. So yeah, we really tailor it to the need of the kids. A lot are self-pay, but we also offer scholarships. We're having a fundraiser there's a new coffee shop in Lorain called Ship to Shore.
Okay.
It's awesome. It's so awesome. You guys should go check it out. But we're doing a fundraiser, and the kids are going to perform, and we're going to raise money for those who need a little bit of help to have lessons.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I got you. So how many students are in there? There's 11 teachers. How many students?
I would say about 100.
Holy moly. Mm-hmm. Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's turned into something bigger than what I thought. Because I remember when it opened. I do remember when it opened.
Yeah.
And hearing about it. At the time, I wasn't sure exactly who you were. I mean, I know Jack, so I knew that you were his daughter, but I didn't know that you had, had this whole experience of everything you had done. It
happened very organically. Like I never set out to really start a music school in the beginning. I was coming home from Europe on the summers and offering voice lessons, and I put it on Facebook, and within, I would say like a few hours, I'd have a full summer roster of like 15 kids. And I'm like, gosh, there's really a need for someone to do this. And so when I moved home, I started doing voice lessons, and I got a guitar teacher and a piano teacher to, help me out. And it just grew. And
wow.
The kids, and it's really, we started very small, and then the kids would say, hey, we want drum lessons. So I'd, expanded drum lessons, and then they'd say, hey, we'd like violin. So I kind of just created it based on the need and the want of the students and the families.
Have you ever tried like The Voice or America's Got Talent? Well, how come you only did that in Holland?
Because I had the time. I was a stay-at-home mom, and I was like, saw this ad for the Voice of Holland, and I was like, I'm going to put in a video and see what happens. And I got on, and it was actually, so The Voice in America was started in Holland.
Okay.
It was there's a guy named John DeMaul, and a lot of the reality shows that we have started there, like Big Brother and Fear Factor and The Voice, all started in Holland. So it's like a really big deal there. And it was really fun. It was really cool. I got subtitles when I was on the show, and
yeah,
I spoke English, but they'd have to translate to Dutch for the watchers.
Right.
And,
So how far did you get on that?
I got the chair turned around, and then I went to a battle, and then that was it.
That was it.
But there was like, I think I got down to the top 30 out of, I think, 8,000 people.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
That's
and I was
pretty
a
good.
mom. And that's the thing, like, you know, in opera school, it was kind of looked down upon to do like these reality shows, like, you know, American Idol, like, oh, we're classically trained, blah, blah, blah. But I was like, you know what? Here I am. I'm staying at home with my daughter. Why not?
Yeah,
Like,
I hate music snobs. I hate those.
I do
That's
too.
what's driving
And I
me
was
nuts.
like, why not just go out for it? And I did it, and I had a ball. Like, it was really fun. I met really talented people, and then I recorded an album in Holland, and so it was like super fun.
Very
super
cool.
Great.
And then what was the other one like? What was it? Ireland's Got
Talent.
Oh,
Yeah.
What was
so
that one like?
I got 4 yeses, and I was on that, and it was fun. There was an American judge. She's on like the RuPaul show. I forget who she was, but yeah, there was an American judge and 3 Irish judges, and so, you know, it's just fun to meet other talented people and be a part of
What
something.
song did you go with?
I did a medley because I wanted to show that I could do different. I did a musical theater, something from Les Miserables. I did a classical O mio babbino caro, which is an Italian aria, and a Lady Gaga song. And I did a little medley of all 3.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Just to mix it up, show them what you got.
Right.
Yeah. No, I do. I hate music snobs. You hear these people all the time. They're like, oh, he's just trying to pander to the mainstream. It's like, you know why mainstream music is mainstream? Because everybody likes it, asshole.
You know what? I think it's great. Whatever people want to do with their talent but I think as long as they're in some way trying to give back to others and to have a grateful heart, I think, you know, it's good.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know that they got to give back. That's, you know.
They don't have to give back?
Nah.
No, but I think that's the
not
road to
necessary.
happiness. I really think that's the road to happiness. Like, I think if it's all about them, that's fine. But if they want to be happy, like using your talents to serve others is the way to be happy. I think if it's all about yourself, I don't know how happy I would be doing that.
I don't know either. I don't know because I have no talent. When it comes to singing, you don't
do.
want to.
Look at you. You've built this great space, and you're a good interviewer, and you've built this podcast. That's talent. Look at you.
Yeah, but I mean, voice, singing. Like my daughter, she's beautiful voice. My daughter
Yeah?
my daughter is a beautiful
How old
voice.
is she?
She is 30.
Oh, cool.
So yeah, she's got a beautiful voice. Beautiful,
Wow.
beautiful voice. She was always in honors and all that stuff, but
Yeah.
she didn't go to college for that. She did go to California for a little bit, but
That's cool.
at the time she was more in the acting type deal, you know. But so that's your 2 was just those 2, and you never even considered doing it here at all, even if it came to Cleveland, you wouldn't go try it.
I never auditioned.
No.
Mm-mm.
What do you think of this Jordan Blue that's out now? Jor Blue.
Jordan Blue?
Yeah.
I don't know if I know that.
Oh my goodness.
Really? I'll look it up.
Oh,
Really?
the kid's amazing.
Was he just on The Voice?
He was on. Is it the? I don't know which one he's on. Which one's the one with
I'm gonna look
Simon
it up.
Powell?
I'm gonna save it on my. How do you spell it?
Jordan.
Jordan.
Yeah.
Okay, Jordan
Jordan Blue.
Blue. Okay.
Let me see if I can find it.
I found it. All right, I'm gonna save one of the songs.
Oh, the first one he did, like he got the golden buzzer this year.
Okay.
Holy moly, that kid! But he was playing on the street in Louisiana for years. He's been doing it just.
Like
he's
busking on this.
literally like pulls his car up. It's funny. He pulls his car up, plugs the batteries into his amp and stuff, and just performs right on the street in Louisiana, right on Bourbon Street.
Wow.
And he's been doing it forever. And he's got a kid and girlfriend and all that stuff, but just an amazing talent. I mean, just amazing talent.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. That's the good thing about those shows is it gives exposure where maybe, you know, there's a lot of talent out there that just doesn't have like a label behind them or.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so it is
absolutely.
good. It is
Yeah.
good.
But that's part of that is like some of those you see them and some of the really good ones come through and you go, they didn't make it on. How did they not make it on? You know, but I mean, it's just how it is. That's just judges' reactions or whatever you want to call it. But so they are kind of goofy. You don't know. Just because you didn't make it on it don't mean you're not the greatest of them all. But,
No, I know like a lot of people that audition that I think are the tops, you know?
yeah.
And it's you know, it's a TV show. So a lot of times they're looking for a story. Like I
Sure.
think they liked that I was American and they could have this like American story about, you know, me. And so they have certain roles to fill. We just don't, you know what that is. And then, you know,
Yeah, you
we try
fit
to
in the
fill that.
slots. Yeah.
It's not always about, you know, always the talent because there's tons of talented people everywhere, you know?
Sure.
I mean, gosh. Yeah. Lots of talent out there.
Lots, tons. There's no question about that. So, who was your biggest influences in music then, do you think?
I would say Joni Mitchell. So, again, my dad, like, he loved a wide variety of music. He had CDs, I mean, like, all over the house, and I would steal his CDs or borrow them and just not give them back, and they'd be in my room, and he would always show me, you know, Led Zeppelin and things like that. But Joni Mitchell, he showed to me.
Wait,
and
Jack Bradley had played Led Zeppelin?
Are you kidding me?
That's awesome.
He's a
That's
huge
cool.
music fan. I mean,
It's pretty sweet. Well, I didn't think Led Zeppelin.
I remember he played Led Zeppelin for me, and I'd never heard Stairway before, you know, and we're in the car. I was 8, you know. He's like, I want you to hear this. And you don't want to say that your parents are cool or that their music is cool. So I'm like, what are you going to play, you know? And he played Stairway, and I pretended to hate it. But then afterward, I like snuck in his car, eject, put it in my room, and was like, this is the greatest thing ever. And so I did learn a lot from my dad. He's got really good music taste. And I mean, he took me to concerts and anyway, but that wasn't my biggest influence, Led Zeppelin. I would say Joni Mitchell. I heard her music, and to hear a girl, you know, singing about what she sang about and being a songwriter, that was really
that's pretty
inspiring.
Neat.
Yeah.
So how many songs have you released total? Well, how many albums, I guess?
I mean, I think 4 full albums, a Christmas EP, 3 new singles since I've been home. So quite a bit of music.
So you're working on another album right now with these singles, or no?
I think I'm good with the singles right now, and really, I have another one called Chicago that's coming out in the spring, and yeah, I have to create.
What do you know about Chicago?
Well. What do I know about Chicago? I was there and I wrote a song. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Experience. It was an experience.
You should have named it East of Chicago.
Oh yeah, because of the pizza.
And of your location.
It's not about pizza. No.
And of your location.
Oh yes. yes. I always.
That would have been a good play on words.
There you go. There's another song. I think you should have a song in you.
No, I did sing one once already.
Really?
Yeah, I put it out. Yeah.
Tell me about it. What's it called?
It's called.
I need to save another song.
It's called The Melody of Hope.
Really?
It's pretty bad. It's
Why don't
pretty
you play
bad.
it for everybody?
Oh, they've heard it. They've all heard it.
Melody of Hope.
I don't know where I would find it at, how I would get to it. Let me see if I could. There's a possibility I could find it, probably, maybe. The Melody of Hope. Yeah.
Okay.
It was pretty bad. It's horrible.
I got that one too.
It was.
I've got a whole new playlist.
It was. I was having a rough time with all the workers here. Girls calling off. People not doing what they're supposed to be doing. Every day I'm working. I'm either bartending or cooking I'm doing something every damn day, and nobody cares. Everybody just keeps calling off. And, you know, you got 12 employees, and sure, only one's calling off a day, maybe 2, but that's both my shit. You know, I'm the only one covering it. Nobody else is covering it. So with that, I got upset the one day, and I did a little thing on Jelly Rolls. What is it? I forget what song it is of Jelly Rolls. But I probably
Son
can't
of a
find
Sinner
it.
Or something.
No, it wasn't that.
Okay.
It was
He's great, by the way.
Jelly Roll.
Oh yeah, I love it.
Yeah, he is. He says he doesn't like his voice.
Really?
That's what I seen. Like, he doesn't think he has the greatest voice. That's what I seen, which
it's amazing.
There
are so many
Everybody
people in the
picks on
hospital that
themselves.
ask for him. Like when people are down, they like Jelly Roll. But anyway, go ahead. So you're having a hard time.
Having a hard time with them, and then I go and try and make this. I know I've got it here somewhere, but I don't know if I could find it or not. I'd have to find it, but I don't have it here right now. I know it's in that laptop over there.
Okay.
But it's pretty ridiculous, and it was hilarious. It was funny. I was just making. Oh yeah, I was just like making fun of the fact that they're not showing up for work. And, you know what I mean? It was just. Did
it help them to stop calling off?
I think it did. Actually, I think it actually worked. Good. Honestly, if I'm being honest, I think it actually might have worked. I think so. Okay. I may have had to fire a few of them. I was going through a time where things were going bad, and I fired everybody in the kitchen and just was running the kitchen myself because I got tired of all the ridiculousness. Mm-hmm. And, you know, that was in the same time frame.
Yeah.
So I ended up putting it out, and everybody laughs about it. It was funny, but was definitely nothing great. I do have it right here. Hold on.
Oh, cool.
Hold on. Yeah, it's right here. I can't believe we're going to play this. All right, here we go. We got to put, is a desktop up? All right. Oh, you won't be able to hear it. You don't have headphones on.
Up always.
It's bad now. Just mind you,
Oh,
it's
really?
really bad. It's not a good song.
Somebody save me.
Can you hear it?
Mm-mm.
Oh, yeah.
Me
I turned
from my hell. I've spent so long living in hell. They say my bar is bad for my health. But I'm the only one that does any work. All of this drinking and smoking is hopeless, but they think that's all that they need. Something inside of them's broken. I had to set all of them free. They're a lost cause. Haley, don't waste your breath on me. This is damage beyond repair.
Although I would like to redo this.
Haley is so
I mean, you could do some
wrong
instruments.
I could do something
It's
better, a lot
a
better.
I think it's a
I
hit.
literally sat down and just out of frustration
Yeah.
started doing this. No writing, no nothing. I just thought it was hilarious.
So funny.
But yeah, that's my one song.
So you actually used music therapy on yourself because it helped you to get through a rough time.
You know, I can honestly say there's been multiple times throughout my life without even my knowledge that I looked to music.
Oh, yeah.
And I didn't even realize it. Like I remember times where I would play a song. I don't know why. I wanted that song and I'd go play it like on a jukebox or whatever. And until I actually listen to the words, then when I listen to words, I'm like, oh, that's why I'm playing. I don't even realize it. I just know that song's hitting with me and I don't even realize it. I don't think about it, but I know it's hitting with me. And then I realize why after the fact. So music is definitely...
Well, we all as humans know that music has these effects on us, but as music therapists, we try to like quantify that. And the research is astounding that it helps. I mean, blood pressure, like it helps your mood, it helps, your heart, it helps everything. So, it's on both sides of our brain, whereas like speech is on one side and mood is on the other, but it's really all encompassing. And so it affects things and it reaches in places that, only music can go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So does the hospitals actually pay you to come and deal with this stuff or is that's something that actually happens?
Yeah, I wouldn't go if they weren't paying,
No, well, I mean, I get it, but
it's like a nurse, it's on the staff, and we get referrals from physicians, and they'll say,
is it just you or do other people come or?
oh, there's a whole staff of it.
Okay.
Yeah, there's a couple of us at Mercy. I go when I can, but there's someone who's, there regularly. And then I think University Hospitals has like over a dozen now.
Wow. No kidding. Wow. And they're all performing music or some of them are just playing music for them?
So we tailor the experience to what is needed at that moment. So sometimes the patient wants, to songwrite or they're feeling a certain way. So we will help them to write a song. We could do a parody like you did, to their favorite song or write a whole nother song and we can record it. And then they can, here's an example. So I had a patient who was going through stem cell transplant for cancer. And he was like so grateful to this 20-year-old kid that had given, his stem cells that was going to save his life. And it was a stranger. And he couldn't meet him because of legalities, but he could, through the social worker, send him a song. So we wrote this gratitude song and he got to send it to his donor who saved his life. And then I think it was 2 years later, they were able to meet.
Wow, that's amazing.
But they had already been connected in song. So he wanted to be grateful. He wanted to and it was also a painful experience. So every day when I'd come in, we'd get to concentrate on something positive instead of just the pain. So if someone's having pain, I could either, help them get their mind off it, or I can play relaxing music that they can kind of meditate to. It's really, there's a whole, people who have Parkinson's, you put a beat to their gait, their walk, they walk better. They initiate their steps. So it's.
I heard if they smoke weed, they walk better too.
Really?
That's what I heard.
Yeah.
I heard
mean,
I've heard that marijuana
too.
is very good for
medical
Parkinson's.
medical marijuana has helped a lot of people. So
Yeah, it
here,
seems like it. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
it seems like it.
That's
can
why
be.
it's there's a lot of people that use it medically and it helps. I don't know about
Yeah, there's
Parkinson's.
more people using it recreational though, for sure.
I'm sure.
You're smelling that everywhere. What's a song you wish you wrote? That's what I'm curious
That's a
about.
really good question. Little Earthquakes by Tori Amos. That was the album. I would say the song would have been Silent All These Years. Silent All These Years by Tori Amos. I was 12 years old on a vacation with my parents. I'm an only child, so you're bored, you have no siblings, and I met these kids. And I was playing with the kids, and they had this older sister that was 15, and she was always on her Walkman, Discman, whatever it was. And I said, "What are you listening to?" And she gave me, her headphones, and I put them on, and I heard for the first time Tori Amos. And I was like, "Oh my gosh, that's the best thing I've ever heard." And she played piano. She was a classically trained pianist that started doing rock music and playing piano to it. Changed my life, and that album is really good.
Okay.
So I wish I had written something like that.
Okay. All right. What's your favorite venue you've played in?
Favorite venue?
Besides Lorain Palace Theater, we all know that's what it actually is.
I loved playing Rockin' on the River because it was home.
Pretty cool. And
it was
it's
really
huge,
cool.
right?
I mean, I have played, in Europe at festivals, and I played all through LA and some pretty cool places, but being home and having your friends and your family and the community like cheer you on because I wrote Hometown about Lorain, and to have people singing along about our hometown, that was really cool.
Yeah, that is cool.
Yeah, it's a great venue, and we have a new stage that's coming.
Yeah, I see that. Is that going to make it better or worse?
I'm going to say we're going to look positive and say it's going to make it better.
Some of it looks weird, though. Some of the design of it. I don't like the openness
we can always
of it.
look for what's wrong, but we can look for what's right, and it's probably going to draw more people.
Oh, my
in.
glass is half empty. I'm
Oh,
sorry.
and mine is half full. So together we will make this work.
No, I am not a half empty. I'm just kidding. No, Bad Juju was in here. Do you know who Bad Juju is?
Yeah.
They were in here. They said one of their favorites
Really?
was being their headlining. Yeah,
That's cool.
that to them was they had performed there once before, but not headlined, and being the headliner, they really liked that. That was something that they said was pretty special too.
I'm hoping that they can bring in, the cover bands bring a lot of people, but also some original acts that.
Well, I liked what Rover was doing. He was bringing in big enough bands. It's like I don't see why we can't do that. I don't.
There
I don't
was
see
no
any reason
backstage. There was no real green room or backstage for bands currently.
for now. You mean
Right.
Oh, okay,
so they
I got
have, and also there was no access for the big trailers.
Yeah, because Rover was putting them in that other end of that's why he was putting them on the other
I
end,
think
building his own
This is
stage.
going to allow for those the touring buses and the trailers to come, so that original acts can come.
Major,
and think
yeah.
about it: the bigger acts become, the more people are coming to Lorain, the more they're spending money at our restaurants, the more they're going to stay in our hotels, and the more they spend here, the better for our economy. So
Absolutely,
yeah,
absolutely.
I'm all for it.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that thing is cool. I know Keith wants to do something down there. I don't know Keith Marsh. I don't know if you know who he is. He has Marsh Heavy Equipment.
Okay.
He kind of wants to do a big event down there, and he wants to bring big money acts, but I don't know when he's going to reach out to them and talk to them. But it's something that he's thought
Music will
about.
bring the people together, and that's a good thing.
Sometimes it pisses them off.
Well, there's always going to be a few. Always.
So, so you when you got into therapy, when you got into the whole therapy thing, that was just your career move at that point? You thinking that's going to be your career? That's your whole career? Or was going to be your whole career?
I never really think of an end game. I mean, you just want to do.
Really? You don't think of an end game at all?
No, I live in what can I do best in this moment of my life that is going to serve others and make me happy and be fulfilling.
Who goes to college if there's no end game?
I mean, I wasn't thinking about my retirement at that time. I was thinking, how can I use music to serve others? So I went back for music therapy. And at that time, I kind of was over the whole LA thing, it's very empty.
It's
It's
dirty
about,
and grimy too.
so I've been on TV. Great. What does that do for the world? Nothing. And so, what was I striving for? Well, I could take what, God has given me, my talents, and I can use it to help people. Well, that sounds a lot better than working for a child star on a reality show that, where does that do for the world? Not much. So I went back to school. I did the music therapy. I got to work with the most amazing doctors and nurses to help people in their progress, and do it with the music that completely,
But that you didn't know that was you just wanted to add that to your repertoire, basically, is what you're saying?
Music therapy?
Yeah.
No, I wanted to help people.
No, I get that, but what you didn't know the end game, you said.
I didn't know what it was going to be, but I knew that I wanted to use music for a positive thing. And wherever that led me, I trusted it because I was working with some of the best in the field. Lorain was my mentor, and she kind of started the field back in the 60s. So I knew I was in good hands and following people that were making a difference.
Do they do drum circles and stuff like that too? Is that part of any of that?
I have not done a lot of drum circles, but it is sometimes a part of it.
Have you done any drum circles?
I have done drum circles, but it's not my mode so much. But yes, I mean, that's a very calming thing sometimes. Yeah.
Huh.
Not always in the hospital.
No, well, yeah. I'm not assuming you're doing drum circles in the hospital, but I mean, yeah. So you're pretty much a hippie, basically. Modern day hippie.
That you said that once. I have been called a hippie, but no, I don't think I'm a total hippie.
Pretty close.
Too young. Because of the music therapy?
I don't know. My daughter's younger than you, and she's a hippie.
Oh, good.
100% she's a hippie.
Yeah, you know what, though? But there's a lot of science behind what I'm doing. So it's not just like, I'm going to play you a song. I've got to do a lot of science behind it.
I think that people don't give hippies enough credit. They were
you
smart
hippie?
and planning. No, my parents were hippies. Thank you very much. I was not a hippie. My dad actually, your dad actually got my dad.
My dad was not a hippie.
Off on going to prison when he was in 1979.
Okay.
My dad was up on murder charges, and your dad got him off. True story.
Wow.
One of his first big cases was my dad and a murder that took place on 28th Street.
Were you in the courtroom for that?
No, I don't. I don't know what happened with all that. I don't really know. I know he got him off. I had my dad growing up, thanks to your dad.
Wow.
I don't know what happened. The court said he's innocent. That's all I can say.
Well, I mean, that's why we have defense attorneys, right? Because there's always a side of the story that needs to be heard. And
yeah, I don't know. I think my dad was pretty guilty. I think, but he was deserving. I remember the guy that got that. The guy that got shot. I remember him getting in the car with my mom prior to that. Like he jumped in the back seat and put a gun to my mom's head, and I remember that.
I just got chills.
As a little boy, I remember that happening. He put a gun because my dad was going to whoop his ass because they had ripped off my dad. There was a few of them, and they had already beat the shit out of a couple of them. And then that was his answer, was he put the gun to my dad's or to my mom's head in our driveway at our house.
I have chills.
He jumped in behind the seat.
How old were you?
So 5, I think, when that happened. Maybe.
I mean, like, you
5 or
probably
6,
didn't even understand
5.
it at the time, but realized.
I mean, I kind of understood it. I mean, I don't remember a whole lot from back then, but I remember that. I mean, I don't know. Although my memory is a little weird because I thought it was on Pearl. My mom said it was in the driveway. I thought it was actually like at a stop sign on Pearl, but it was actually like in our driveway. So yeah, but that guy dropped the next day, I think, or 2 days later on 28th Street. But your dad got him off, so it's all good. But yeah, he was definitely not a hippie.
You
but
know,
he was
I have
Led
more
Zeppelin.
people coming up to me telling me how my dad was a part of them getting another chance at life, and they're very grateful for that. And you know, he didn't get anybody off. He just was a part of the justice system that told one person's side of the story, and the jury is the one that would.
Is that how you tell it to yourself?
Well, that's the truth. I mean, a jury or a judge.
Some of them he got off. I mean, let's be honest.
No, the decisions are made by the jury or the judge, always. My dad never made one decision. He just told a side of the story, and the judge or the jury made the decision. So
he didn't influence that decision?
Oh, of course he influenced the decision
Okay,
because he told the side of the story that may not have been told otherwise.
A version of the story.
He was a very good attorney. He was a very good attorney, but you know why? He cared. He really cared about his clients.
That I will say. Yeah, that I think is true. I think that is true.
He was a great dad growing up, too. He's still a great dad.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm. He cares. He has a good heart.
Yeah? I like Giardini. I met him for the first time he came on the podcast.
Oh, really?
And I really, really enjoyed my time with him. Bradley, I've only talked to one time about something for me. He handled, it wasn't, and I was actually just asking him for consultant. I wasn't even in any trouble at the time. But yeah, I didn't get to sit down like I did with Tony and talk with Tony. And Tony, I really enjoyed that conversation.
Yeah, no, he's
very charismatic. I mean,
him and my dad were
similar.
partners when I was growing up, so
yeah,
he was like an uncle, and he's a good guy.
Yeah, great guy. Yeah, absolutely. But anyways, enough about you. We don't want to talk about your dad. That's not what the point was. We're talking about you and your culture and your music and you in the Netherlands.
I appreciate you having me on to talk about music and the music school, and that's really kind of you.
It's really cool. My daughter looks up to you, like thinks like, she's like, oh, she's really done well.
Aww.
She was excited that you were going to be
she
on.
She could come and hang out at the music school. I'd love to hear her sing.
She would come do that for sure. I told her we should, after I talked to you that day that we were going to come on here, I said, you know what, we should bring you on here and have you record in the studio. Because we can record just fine in here.
Cool.
And she's like, yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm like, well, you haven't said it out loud, so.
Well, I would love to meet her and hear her voice.
Yeah, we'll have to set that up. Alexa. It will be Klein probably by the time you meet her because she gets married on Saturday. So.
Are you gonna walk down the aisle?
Assuming I got to do all the.
God.
My daughter is not going to accept anything less.
How are you gonna do with that?
I don't know. I'm still trying to get the speech together. So here's the speech in process, okay? And it's stuck because I can say everything, but I'm worried about what to say about Alexa. So you can see I started Alexa, but I haven't said, I don't want to say the wrong thing. I don't know what to say.
I think you talk about what you're proud of and what having a daughter has meant to you. But that's important, The funny things, once in a while, it's okay to throw in a funny thing. But I think in that moment, father of the bride, that's a really important role.
Oh,
You've
especially
raised
for
this
Alexa.
young lady.
Yeah,
You've raised this young lady.
for Alexa.
And now you're entrusting her to somebody else.
Yeah. And Alexa's like Alexa's my person in life. Like I've got 4 kids, but Alexa's been like my ride or die.
That's what you need to say. That's what you need to say.
So.
Write that down.
It's hard. It's a hard one to get to. And the other thing is, I've got to say something that doesn't make me tear up in the middle of it too much.
It's okay.
I got to get through it.
Little bit. If you tear up a little bit, just take a second, swallow, and then go. But it's okay to make it. It's an emotional thing.
Everybody knows I'm going to tear up. Everybody knows that's how I am. I'm an emotional guy. I get angry. I get happy. I get sad. I get all that stuff. I'm going to cry. They know that. Everybody here knows that. But I just got to limit it so that I could get through the speech is all.
Well, I hope you have a great weekend.
I will. I promise that, no matter what. What was that noise?
Have we really been on an hour?
Oh, at least, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, an hour for sure. Yeah, it's been recording an hour.
Wow.
Usually I do an hour and a half, 2 hours.
Oh,
usually.
Really?
Yeah, I like a good long podcast. I mean, that's how you get to know somebody. You sit and talk to them, find out about them. I mean, everybody's got stories that people don't realize. It's not, to me, that's like when you go to come in, that's, for instance, I have heard that Jack Bradley's daughter was a singer. I mean, we all know who Jack Bradley, if you grew up in Lorain, you know who Jack Bradley is. And I had heard it, I mean, I didn't think much of it.
Yeah.
And of course, what was it? I seen something you did. And I'm like, let me look into this. And I looked and I seen Hometown. And I'm like, oh, wow, she's really good. Like she does quite a bit. I mean, it's not just, I just assumed you were like sang at the church or something when somebody said that. I didn't know. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then when I said something to Alexa's like, oh no, she's pretty big deal. She's not just
That's kind of her. Thank you.
She was very excited about it. Well, but yeah, I mean, and I would have known none of this stuff. I mean, just from casual conversation, and I'm sure there's many people in Lorain through casual conversation probably just think you sing at the church and some other events that Jack puts on. They don't realize what all you've done and been through. I mean, an opera, that's crazy. So you can get those crazy whatever it is.
Should I sing some?
Hell yeah, let's hear it.
All right, I don't want to blow up. Nel cor più non mi sento, brilla la gioventù, cagion del mio tormento, amor se colpa tu.
Wow.
It's a little opera.
Wow.
No warm-up.
Did you have a love for opera prior to going to school for
I had
it?
a love for Italy.
Okay. But not for per se?
My grandparents being Italian. I loved musical theater. And then it was something that came kind of naturally for me. So I started doing competitions with it. And, I went to Interlochen in Michigan. And I started getting like these college scholarships from, just.
So did you go to Indiana on a scholarship?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. I didn't know that.
And it was like
That's
kind
impressive.
of a rare thing because some guy had heard me at Interlochen and then he offered me the scholarship to Indiana. And so I think I just had a talent for it. And so I pursued what, I was good at.
Okay.
And
wow. Yeah, that's impressive. Holy crap. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the that's it's something new. Oh, Scotty's on here saying speak from your heart, Jimmy.
Yeah.
I just seen this. I didn't see it. Scotty's up there, yeah. That's what it is. That's the noise I'm hearing. Because I was looking at the notes I had on you, and it's Scotty sending stuff on the live while it's out live. So Scotty's saying hi to you.
Scotty who?
Campana.
Oh, hi, Scotty.
Yeah, Scotty
He's Italian.
Campana. Yeah, he's definitely Italian.
And a music person, too.
Yes, yeah, but he's in the R&B. That's what he likes. That's his favorite. I mean, he likes all music, but he's R&B.
He's done it all. He's been to the Grammys. He had great artists, and you know what? He's always been very kind to me. And like I remember years back, I needed to like make some CDs up, and that was at a time where like having the burners everyone didn't have them, a long time ago. So he like made me a bunch of burned CDs that I needed for something, and he's always been very supportive and wonderful.
Oh yeah. He's been
and Italian, so
golden to me.
Paisan.
He's treated me golden my whole life. I mean, we've argued. Don't get me wrong. Friends do.
Everybody argues. Who doesn't?
Friends do that, but
if you're
gonna
be friends with an Italian, you're gonna argue at some point.
Yeah, for sure. Well, it's funny because I've been around Scotty a lot, and it's funny because most people would probably judge me in my house, like the way I act. Scotty acts exactly like I do at home, and that's funny to me. I love it. It's like, it makes me feel like I'm normal. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Because everybody else plays like they're somebody else. Scotty's pretty real. When you go to his house, that's how Scotty is. That's the way he lives. It's just the normal Scotty, and I love that about him. Yeah. That's a good portion of him.
That's awesome.
But yeah, that was awesome. I'm shocked. I'm absolutely. Bob Hickle just said he's got your CD.
Bob Hilko?
Yeah.
Hi, Bob. He's my neighbor, my mom's neighbor.
Oh, is he?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
I grew up next door to Bob Hilko.
Yeah, okay. All right.
Him and his wife. And wait, the dad or the son?
This
Bob
is
Hilko?
the son.
Oh, hi.
This is
yes.
the son.
Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
this is
I grew
the
up
son.
next to his dad.
Okay. Yeah. He used to come in here quite a bit. He worked at Campana's back then.
Oh,
I don't know where he works now.
I love that. It's all connected, isn't it?
Lorain's the
We're so
smallest
connected.
city in the world. Like, everybody is somehow connected through something. Like, everybody knows everybody. It's kind of wild.
It is.
It really is.
Yeah.
I grew up here my whole life.
Where'd you go to school?
Southview.
Okay.
So I was, if I'm being honest.
That was a great school.
I was at Charleston and Harrison most of the time.
I miss having the different schools. There was like a really healthy rivalry with that. I don't know.
Yeah, we had lots of kids, and then you had lots of, like, Admiral King was like the football stronghold, and then Southview was the wrestling stronghold.
Yeah.
Like, it was cool. It was fun.
They had a good theater department at Southview too. Gene Dolmage for years ran that, and then he did the Palace Youth Theater, so I got to work with him, and a lot of talent there.
Yeah, I wouldn't know. I wouldn't have done. I would have been in Charleston by the time I was that.
You weren't the lead in your musical?
No, I wasn't. No, I
After hearing your song, you missed out.
I think like in 7th grade, and that's the tape I really want. Me and a kid named Calvin Carswell at Clearview, when I was in Clearview. In 6th grade, I think it was. We did like a little rap on a talent show stage. God, I'd love to have that. That's got to be hilarious, hysterical.
That's amazing.
It was funny. We were like, because I was like, I loved rap music growing up. I liked rap music, R&B. Like that was my thing.
I just bought a Belle Biv DeVoe record.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I was at a record store in Ann Arbor, and it had like a vinyl of the greatest hits, and I'm like, oh, this is my childhood. So I just got it. But
I shouldn't ask you how old. I'm not going to ask you how old.
I went to Lorain Catholic.
Okay.
I graduated in 1997.
Yeah, which Catholic is no longer around.
I know, but I was just there the other day. My daughter had a volleyball game against Horizon. So I got to like sneak in and show her the auditorium that I performed in, and it's great that they're still using the building and have a successful
Well,
school.
they have the private, it's private school now, right? Or something?
I think it's a charter school.
Charter school, that's the word I'm looking for.
Yeah.
I don't know how that works. It's just an alternative, right? Or
I think so. I think there's like,
really don't know how that works.
I'm not, you know what, my daughter goes to a different school, but yeah, I'm not sure how it works, but they're very successful and the kids seem really happy. So
Yeah.
I'm just happy that the Lorain Catholic building is still there and being used and has life in it.
What are they doing with the Y over there?
The Y is a church.
That's a church now?
Yeah, it's the not North Coast. It's Open Door Lorain branch.
Oh, really? That's where my daughter goes there then.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I didn't know that.
And I know them because they live across the street. The family that is the pastor there. So
Okay.
we're all
yeah.
connected.
My daughter goes there for sure to Open
It's
Door,
great.
but I didn't know that's where it was. I had no idea.
Well,
that's
they
where
have
it was.
several branches. They have an Elyria
No, I knew it was
Avon,
Lorain branch though. Lorain
and then
branch.
Vermilion. Yeah. So.
Yeah, and then Troy was my, Church of the Open or
North-
Church of the North Coast.
Yeah.
Troy Thompson. That me and him were good friends growing up.
Oh, yeah.
We were real close.
That's great.
So yeah, everybody's connected. It's
So
the
you
way
know
it
what, we
is.
are connected, and there's a lot of people, talented people who left Lorain who are now back because they're taking care of their parents. Their parents are aging, and because of that, we've had all this art that has come to Lorain. So John Baumgartner just did the movie about the lighthouse.
I saw that. Yeah.
I was just at the premiere of that at the Palace. It's great, and it's going to be available on all our streaming services. So
Do you know when that's coming out?
I think it's like this week.
I wanted to reach out to him and get him on here.
Yeah, I'll connect you.
Okay. Yeah, I
Yeah.
wanted to reach out to him for sure because I thought he would be a good one to have on
At
here.
the Palace, we did Peter Pan together. He was Captain Hook. I was Wendy. And so, he was in LA. I was all over the place. And so to be back in the same town now, and he's doing his art, and a lot of people are. In fact, there's just a movie on Jason Molina. So Jason Molina is a singer-songwriter from Lorain, worldwide recognition. His songs are still played, a million times, a month. He's great. His family's from here. He grew up in Lorain, went to Emerald King, and he's considered in songwriting circles a great. And they just did a documentary on him.
Jason Molina?
Yes.
Okay.
Jason Molina.
How old is he?
He passed away in his 40s, but he would probably be in his early 50s now.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Like my age? I wonder if I knew him.
He was a pretty quiet guy, I hear. And then he toured all over the place, and he lived in Bloomington, Indiana when he was recording with the record company there.
What kind of music is it? I don't even know who
Singer-songwriter,
this
folk
is.
music.
Folk music?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't listen to that. I like all kinds of music,
cool.
to be honest.
And yeah, so some, we just had a documentary come out from a filmmaker here in town, a Lorain filmmaker. So there's a lot of art happening, and the Firefish Festival was awesome. I just had Kiki from Mutt and Jeff's came and sang with me for that, and we had the Rocktown students perform, and then we have a string trio from Rocktown Music Academy. There's instructors. They played at the Firefish, and there's a lot
Was it just Kiki or was it less than 88?
It was myself and Kiki.
Oh, okay.
With
All right.
with just the two of us doing
Yeah,
a duet.
Kiki is one of my favorite people.
She's a lot of people's.
Yeah,
favorite
she was
people.
when I got my divorce. I moved into one of my apartments that were on the west side of Lorain, and I would get off work and just stop there and eat dinner every day.
Yeah.
And she was there, and we got to know each other pretty good. But she's one of my
great.
favorite people. Yeah.
I've been wanting to sing with her for years, and it was an honor. And she's so talented and kind, and I'd love to get her teaching at Rocktown one of these days. I'm trying to get her to take on a day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you need more teachers there?
We have a waiting list, yes. So it's doing so well. I'm just always looking to expand and provide
How
for
much
the
square
need.
footage do you have over there?
I mean, we are running out, but we have a couple days on the weekends that, are like Tuesday nights that we have one opening in one of the rooms. So
Oh, okay.
it's in the Duane building.
Yeah.
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 And I'll tell you what, it was definitely God or spirit or the universe, whatever, it was in control because I was just giving voice lessons and, I built this music school and people we've done really no advertising other than Facebook, social media. And a lot of times kids will come in and their parents will bring them in and they're not, their confidence is low. And all of a sudden they start taking music lessons. They start playing in a band that we've created at Rocktown. And like, they now have a social circle. They are proud. They feel talented because they are. And maybe before they were like quiet, and we have amplified them with an electric guitar or a microphone. And the transformation is so rewarding for
yeah, that's so
instructors.
key, especially for young ones, to get connected with a group. And that's a stronger social circle than what I believe goes on with the community, like, and I don't want to get too much into it or nothing, but like trans and stuff. I think a lot of that, there's people looking for a community to get involved with where they feel accepted.
Well, we accept
and I think
all kids.
No, I get that, but I'm just saying that's a community in itself where kids can get strength. If they,
everyone wants
we
to
get
belong.
it in sports.
Everyone wants
you get
to
it in
belong.
sports, but
and
if
not
you don't
everyone
play
is
it, you don't.
athletic.
Right.
And so, I mean, and we do have a lot of students that come to us that are, I mean, they are busy. They're in sports, they're in dance, they're in musicals, they're in, music. So there's a lot of well-rounded kids, but there are kids that feel like, where do I belong?
Right.
And a lot of our students are good kids. They just needed to find what they loved, and music is that for them.
Mark Ballard said, loving the show. Hello to you both.
Hi, Mark. I was on his show too, his radio show.
He was on here. I had him on here. Yeah, we had him on. I love Mark to death.
I do too.
He's a great guy. We don't agree on some things, but that's
okay.
a whole nother thing. But that doesn't mean that I don't love him to death. But he's doing that thing. Was it Saturday? When is he supposed to do that thing? Friday.
Okay.
He's got something, right? I was thinking about going, but I don't think I'm allowed because I got to do stuff for my daughter's wedding.
Ask him what it is, and we'll shout it out.
It's a Mark Ballard. I can go look for it. I can tell you what it is. It's I can't remember the name of the place though. That's what I'm looking for. It's on the west side, but it's basically celebrating his getting his health in order and getting things back together, and it's all about Mark, which is wonderful.
Good. He's given a lot to the community, so.
Oh, it won't let me go look on Facebook.
That's awesome.
Mark, you have to tell me what that is. I want
to take a minute to kind of promote some of the cool new stuff in Lorain, if we can.
Sure, let's do it.
For whoever's listening, if we can support each other, that only makes us all stronger. Ship to Shore, like I said before, is a great coffee shop. It has vinyl records. It has books, used books. It is affordable. A lot of the books, like, because they're used books, they're in great quality, but they're less than you pay for it, like Barnes and Nobles. The coffee is really good. It's a great atmosphere to talk to people. If you're alone and you want to, be around other people, it's a great place to socialize. And it's, the guys that run it, one of them is a carpenter. So the bookshelves were made, or the bookshelves.
What's his name?
Everett.
Everett what?
Query.
Okay.
He made
I'm a
the
carpenter
record
by trade, by the way.
Holders out of old church pews from Church of the Redeemer. So it's a beautiful place. So support that. Magdalene's Coffee is a great other local business to go and support. They have baked items as well. Marta's.
Marta's? What is that?
Marta's. Oh my gosh. Marta is a pastry chef. In fact, you just mentioned Giardini. She does a podcast with him every week on politics and pastries.
Politics and pastries. Okay.
So she just moved from her location to 4th and Broadway and has the best donuts and pastries and cakes and everything, but also a coffee shop there, and does savory things too. She's going to start doing soups for lunch, and it's on the corner and the new little diner that's there on 4th and Broadway. And there's a new Sweet Pork Wilson's at the old Jaclyn.
Is like where that bar used to be?
Yeah.
Okay, I know what you're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then Sweet Pork Wilson's is a new barbecue place. They started in Cleveland. They're an established business, and it is really good barbecue, great barbecue sauce. It's authentic. They, slow cook it outside, and it's delicious at the old Jackalope. And then one more, Lorenzo's Pizza. Everybody's supporting that. It's a great place. My friend owns it. She's a great girl, a great family. So, yeah, I mean, we have to support each other. And there's a lot of really great things. We can look at the negative, right? There's always bad things in any city we can look at, but there's a lot of positive. And I'm going to keep looking at that and supporting that with you, and you're going to do it too.
I do, absolutely. I love Lorain. Mark, by the way, he said it's Club R Space Sunday at 4.
Okay.
Is what it is.
Everybody
that Lorain, I'm definitely about supporting Lorain. I love Lorain. I don't live in Lorain. I just thought that was the best choice for me and my kids at the time, and you know what I mean? I would love to be able to come back to Lorain at some point.
Go support the businesses that are happening really close to here. And, Madhouse is here too. Everybody support Madhouse. But go and support the new places, because if, they're going to close down if we don't support them.
Is it doing well down there? I mean, some of them are, I know for sure, but what about the other ones? I know the coffee business. My cousin Sean, he's from Lorain, Miller. He's got a couple coffee houses, and he does pretty well with them. But he's not really around here. He's
and they have, light bites like bagels and things like that there. But it's really nice to go and be with community at a happy place, and you know that you built that.
Yeah. I try. Sometimes this place is the
owning your own business is not.
Yes, it's rough. It's rough,
isn't it? Right.
I need something that's on auto. I need to be an investor. I need it, but I don't have any money to invest. So
you're gonna turn it into a coffee shop.
Yeah, maybe. Honestly, if people that know me would tell you that would make way more sense than me having a bar, because I'm not a big drinker.
Right.
And I drink coffee all day long. I'm drinking coffee right now. I mean, that's just what I do. I drink coffee all day.
What if you had a little side coffee hut from here,
That would be cool.
Why don't you do it? Because I think people love coffee.
I always thought that it would be nice to do some kind of, we had breakfast here for a little while, which didn't do real well. Yeah. Opening up early. If you did coffee, you'd have to be up early. And I always thought it'd be cool to do like a drive-through for people coming through on 254 in the morning.
Yeah, not everybody wants to do the chains.
Yeah. I mean, I got friends that own chains. My friends just opened a Big B Coffee in Medina, actually.
They're doing well.
Yeah. They just opened one in Medina. Mark Ballard and Deanna, they opened one up in...
I actually do like Big B.
Do you? Mm-hmm. I've honestly never been.
It's good.
The only reason I've never been is because the line is too long and I'm not waiting that long. I'll just wait till I get there.
They're doing just fine.
I'm not waiting that long. I'm like, nope, that's too long for me.
With those chains, they're going to be supported because people know they're going to get quality. It's consistent.
You get consistent, right?
But it's also important to support the small ones because they don't have the advertising and the
No, I would prefer small businesses 100%. I wish that we were back in a world where small business dominated it did in the 60s.
We can totally do it. So I'm telling everybody who's listening, thank you for listening, and go support one of those places that I mentioned, and
or any other one in Lorain.
Or any other one in Lorain this week, and do it for the love of our city. And you're going to get a good product. Obviously, you don't want to support something where you're not getting something good. But if it's something that you like, go support it and contribute to us, our success.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I have to come check out some more Lorain. That's what I have to do.
Come see Rocktown. Anyone who wants to see Rocktown, I'm happy to give you a tour. It's so cool. So all of our lesson rooms are based off of albums. So we have like a yellow piano. Like we painted it, an old piano. And it's Yellow Submarine. And then we have a Prince Purple Rain room, and we have like umbrellas hanging from the ceiling. So all the rooms are really cool, and it's a pretty vibrant, happy place.
I seen Purple Rain 21 times at Lorain Twin Cinemas.
21 times?
Fact. It might have been 22.
Oh my God. Like when it first came out?
Yeah, at the theater. Yeah, oh yeah.
Tell me more. Did it play 21 times?
Oh yeah, God. It got held over like 30 weeks at Lorain Twin Cinemas or something like that.
What did you love about it?
Besides her in Lake Minnetonka, besides that, you mean?
That's how you went 21 times?
No, I mean, I was so young. I mean,
Did you like the music?
Oh God, yes. Oh yeah, Prince. Oh yeah, he's
one of the best
ever.
Oh
God, yeah. I mean, you couldn't. Yeah, that was. I mean, Purple Rain wasn't up there in my top songs, but I mean, that movie was. Yeah, I loved Prince for sure. Prince, Michael Jackson before that. That's just kind of my jam.
Yeah, same. I love that.
But yeah, I went and seen it a lot, so I'm a Prince fan for sure.
Oh, cool. Well, you would like our Purple Rain Room. In fact, it's an old building, so it was built in 1906, and once in a while we'll have some, water issues, and as it only leaks in the Purple Rain Room.
Really?
Yes.
That's hilarious.
And I didn't even know, we put a bucket there and, call the manager. And they've been, it's a great management. It's a great building. They've been so good to us. But the Purple Rain Room fits.
Do you have a recording studio in there too?
We do. We have a guy named Jordan. He went to Berklee School of Music in Boston.
Wow.
Yeah. His dad was a professor at Oberlin. So he just grew up with music. He's super good. And he now records students at Rocktown.
Oh, okay. Awesome. So you do have a recording studio.
Yeah, he's super
awesome.
talented, super good. And working with him, if you have a song that's lived in your heart or on paper, you can work with Rocktown to help get it ready for Spotify and iTunes.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
And that's just a service you guys provide, or?
I mean,
wow.
Yeah, it's just one of the options. And then he also does teaching of recording so that people can learn how to record themselves with their computers.
And what about the video editing? I noticed you have music videos too. Who does those?
It depends on which one. Like the hometown one that I did was with my iPhone, walking around Lorain.
That's it. That's your iPhone. But you edited it all together and put it all together?
Yeah, I use CapCut. But I mean, when I do a real video, I use professional people, and I've used all kinds of people for every project. But that hometown video was me going let me show my favorite things in Lorain. People
and then
loved
just
it.
CapCutted it. That's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. CapCut is pretty. I mean, it's
user friendly, and then the iPhone really takes great footage. I mean.
Yeah.
It was beautiful.
I found some videos of my iPhone from they were on my Facebook from I don't know, maybe 2008 or something like that. It's unreal how far it's come.
Oh, I know, because you look back and you're like, how old is this?
Yeah, and I thought that was a good camera.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it was not at all. Yeah, now they're crystal clear. That's wild.
Yeah.
All right, and what else? Okay, so your song, where can people get your song?
Everywhere.
The newest one.
Everywhere.
All of them.
I mean, they can listen for free on YouTube. They put in Jaclyn Bradley, Hometown, or Love Like 1983. It's on Spotify. Listen on Spotify. It's really good to get a lot of listens. It's doing really well right now, so your help is appreciated. iTunes, everywhere you would stream music, it's available.
Okay, awesome.
Yeah.
And that's been out how long?
Less than a week.
That's what I thought. It was
Last Friday.
Okay,
Yeah.
there you go. So almost a week.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a great song.
Yeah,
and Hometown was
I
great.
appreciate everybody's support. Everyone's been really helpful and loving as I've created the music school. I mean, we've got great families, great students, a lot of support from the community. So thank you. And people have been very supportive of my music, especially as of late with Hometown and 83. So thank you. Thank you very much for everyone who's listening and singing along.
And if there's any haters, you got anything for them? You want to say anything?
I love you too.
I
love you too.
That's not what we were going for here.
My glass is half full, Jim. What do you want to say to them?
No, I don't. I don't care about the haters too much.
No.
They don't.
They need the love the most. So
I just think they need to be. They're just usually misinformed.
there you go.
So that's the way I see it. But yeah, this was fun.
It was.
I gotta start getting ready to start doing the wedding stuff. I gotta get
yes.
She's got all kinds of stuff she wants me to do.
Have the best time. You'll do great.
Yeah, I gotta finish writing this thing, so we'll see.
Speak from your heart, like Scotty said.
Yeah. Scotty's full of good advice.
There you go.
He doesn't want me to speak from my heart. He knows what that'll end up. There's a lot of people in that room that day is not going to want to hear from my heart. Or at least half the room anyway. All right. Well, thank you for coming in. I really appreciate it.
Thank you
This
so
has
much
been
for
fun.
having me. Yes.
And I love the opera voice. That was amazing.
Thank you so much.
All right. Peace.